Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling, well, a pretty concentrated burst of updates, all coming from BlockDAG Network.
That's right.
We're looking at their own recap of just 1 week's activity, plus the details on a special limited time offer they've put out.
Yeah, it's all based on their announcements, their own material.
So our mission here is really to unpack what BlockDAG's highlighting, what they want people to see, and maybe figure out why it matters. We'll cut through the noise for you.
Absolutely. The crypto space moves incredibly fast, doesn't it? And BlockDAG is definitely trying to make some noise with how they're presenting their progress here.
Seems like it. And listeners, we know you want to get up to speed quickly on this stuff, so that's what we're aiming for.
And our goal isn't just to list the updates, but to sort of dig in a bit, see what these developments might actually signify, in the bigger picture.
Okay, let's dive right in then. The thing that seems to be creating a lot of the immediate buzz is this double your BDA offer. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. So fundamentally, it's a 5-day window. And during this window, BlockDAG says existing holders can, essentially double the amount of BDAG they hold.
Okay, double sounds good. Is it just a free airdrop or?
No, there's a catch, of course. It's not just a giveaway. To get this double amount, you need to put in new money, specifically 50% of whatever you've invested in total since what they call day one.
Right, day one. So let's make that concrete. If I put in, say, $1,000 originally over time, I need to invest another $500 now.
Exactly. You invest that extra $500.
And then they give me another $1,000 worth of BDAG on top of what I have.
That's the offer, yes. It's definitely a significant incentive structure.
It really is. And they're pushing the time limit hard.
Very hard. They're making it crystal clear this offer ends June 13th, and they explicitly state it will never be repeated.
Wow, okay. So yeah, creating urgency. That's clearly meant to drive some immediate activity.
No doubt. It sets the stage for that whole week's push, really.
And that urgency kind of connects to their Monday announcement too, right? That whole last chance framing for the pre-sale price.
Exactly. Monday's message was all about the, quote, final moments to buy BDAG at the 0.0000 one-time price.
And they threw out a big number for weekend fundraising.
They did. They reported raising $10 million just over that weekend before. Now, $10 million is, it's a noticeable amount.
Definitely.
But, you always have to consider the context, market conditions, where that money's actually coming from, things like that.
Right. Context is key. And alongside that number, they rattled off a whole list of milestones achieved. What were the main ones?
Yeah, it was quite a list for that Monday update.
Yeah.
Let's see. Total pre-sale hitting $238 million. Their buyer battles, which seems like some kind of holder competition.
Right.
Rewarded over 100 million BDAG. They mentioned over $1.2 million in community prizes claimed. Then more technical stuff. A new video about mining BDAG at home.
Okay.
The ongoing 25% referral bonuses. A successful audit from CertiK. That's a blockchain security firm.
Important check mark.
Yeah, it is. Also over 200 developer releases, they said. And their testnet is up and running.
That is a packed update. So putting all that together, what's the story they were trying to tell on Monday?
Well, the narrative they're pushing, based on their own words, is one of leveling up. They basically said they're moving from being like an insider secret to a major market contender.
Okay, making that transition claim.
Yeah, it's a common narrative projects use as they get closer to a full launch.
Makes sense. Then Tuesday rolls around, and it's all about exchanges, the go live reveal.
Yes, Tuesday was the big exchange announcement. They revealed they're now planning to launch on 20 different exchanges.
20? Wow, wasn't it originally 10?
It was. They doubled the initial promise. Listing on more exchanges potentially means much wider access for trading the token. Liquidity, visibility.
Big implications. Did they name any of them yet?
They named the first 5. That's MEXC, LBANK, Coinstore, XT.com, and BitMart.
Okay, a mix there. And the rest?
The other 15 are scheduled to be announced on June 13th. That's the date they're calling the official Go Live Reveal Day.
Got it. So June 13th is shaping up to be a key date for them. That's also when the price isn't fixed anymore, right?
That's the plan. After the presale ends that day, the price unlocks from the fixed 0.000060. From then on, it's supposed to be market forces, supply and demand on those exchanges that determine the price.
So announcing 20 exchanges, that's signaling a pretty broad market entry strategy.
Definitely signals ambition, yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday's update shifted gears a bit, felt more philosophical, Visionary.
Wednesday was themed "The Dreamers Always Win." It took a more, let's say, inspirational tone. They actually compared BlockDAG's vision to people like Da Vinci and Elon Musk.
High aspirations there.
Yeah, the message was about conviction, sticking with it, the potential upside of getting in early on something potentially revolutionary.
And did they weave in any updated stats with that message?
They did. Alongside the aspirational talk, they reiterated some key numbers. Presale now nearing $250 million raised, the testnet being live, the CertiK audit completed, holder count up to over 220,000, and of course the confirmation of those 20 exchange listings.
Keeping those numbers front and center.
Absolutely. They also updated the buyer battles rewards, now 150 million BDAG, mentioned the referral program again, and even shared videos apparently showing mining rigs being delivered.
Okay, showing physical progress too. Then Thursday, the message seemed to be about being more than just a coin.
Exactly right. Thursday's title was "It's a Statement, Not Just a Launch." They really hammered the idea that BlockDAG isn't just a pre-sale or a token, but a whole real ecosystem entering the market.
A comprehensive platform.
That's the framing. They repeated the key stats again. Price locked at 0.0002 ounce till June 13th. Order base now over 250,000. Buyer battles at 150 million BDAG. Mining starting up, strong referral activity.
And I heard they made some pretty bold comparisons to other projects.
They did. They essentially claimed that BlockDAG has momentum, tech, and community support that other new Layer 1 projects just can't match.
Layer 1 being the base blockchain level.
Right. Making strong claims about being superior is, well, pretty standard stuff in the crypto marketing playbook, you could say.
Fair enough. Okay, which brings us to Friday. That's when they fully launched the double your BDE offer we started with and kind of summed everything up.
Correct. Friday was heavily focused on pushing that double your BDA offer, again, the rules, the 5-day limit, and then, they gave a rundown of the whole week's highlights.
So what were the key takeaways they wanted people to have from that week-long blitz?
Looking at their summary, it was pre-sale hitting $250 million plus, the price holding at 0.0002 hours for now, confirmation of the 20 exchanges, mining rigs starting to ship out, buyer battles hitting that 150 million BDAG mark, referrals supposedly exploding, and front and center, the live double your BD Day promotion.
Quite the list. And they framed this whole period as a sort of final countdown.
Very much so. They called it the last stop before launch. The message was that they're done building quietly. Now they're moving forward, loudly, with a big community and products supposedly ready to go.
And a pretty direct call to action.
Oh yeah. Buy, battle, refer, mine, double down, win. Pretty clear what they want people to do. They even claim they're certified #1 and that this is just the start.
Okay, so stepping back for the daily announcements, if we look at the whole week from BlockDAG's perspective, what are the main themes they were pushing?
I'd say, number one, maintaining that pre-sale momentum, especially using that double your BDAG offer as fuel. Number two, the exchange listings announcing 20 is a big statement about accessibility.
Right.
3, community engagement, pushing the buyer battles, the referrals. 4, showing tangible progress with mining and development updates. And overall, just projecting this image of unstoppable growth and momentum heading into the exchange launch.
It definitely paints a picture of significant ambition and a project really trying to make its mark quickly.
No question about that.
So for you listening, as you've heard about this really packed week from BlockDAG, all these updates, the big claims, the special offer, what really jumps out, in this crypto world that moves so fast with so many bold statements flying around, what factors do you think are most important when you're trying to figure out the real potential of a project like this one? Something to think about as we wrap up this deep dive.